mist rolls slowly down forested slopes before the sun has fully risen. It drifts between spruce trees and settles over rooftops that have not changed shape in centuries. Somewhere below, church bells begin to ring, their sound echoing off mountain walls that press so close to the city they seem almost protective. Cobblestone streets remain empty for just a little longer, warm light beginning to glow from windows set into buildings that were already old when most of Europe's capitals were still being built. This is Brasov. And living here feels less like living in a city, and more like living inside a story that never ended. Long before the rest of the town stirs, the mountains announce themselves first. Brasov sits nestled directly beneath the Carpathian range, and on quiet mornings, that closeness feels almost physical, the peaks rising so abruptly behind the rooftops that they seem to lean over the city itself. Fog often pulls in the valley overnight, and as dawn breaks, it drifts slowly upward, curling around church spires and clinging briefly to red-tiled roofs before finally dissolving into daylight. The first sounds of the day rarely come from traffic. They come from bells, deep and resonant, rolling out from the old town's towers and echoing faintly off the surrounding slopes. Not long after, bakers begin unlocking narrow wooden doors, warm light spilling out onto cobblestone still damp from overnight mist. The smell of fresh bread and something faintly sweet, cinnamon perhaps, or warm dough waiting to be fried, drifts into streets otherwise silent except for the occasional creak of a shutter being opened. Mornings here move at an unhurried pace, shaped less by clocks and more by mountain light slowly reaching each street in turn. Brasov sits in the heart of Transylvania, in central Romania, encircled almost entirely by the Carpathian Mountains. For centuries, this position made it an important stop along trade routes connecting Central Europe with the Ottoman world beyond the mountain passes. German-speaking Saxon settlers arrived here in the 12th century, invited by Hungarian kings to fortify and develop the region, and their influence remains visible everywhere, in the architecture, the guild towers, and the very layout of the old town itself. Over the centuries, Romanian, Hungarian, and later Austro-Hungarian influences layered themselves into the city as well, creating something that feels distinct from anywhere else on the continent. Compared with cities like Prague, Vienna, or Budapest, Brasov feels smaller, quieter, and somehow more intimate. It lacks the grandeur of imperial boulevards or sprawling palace complexes. And nowhere is that intimacy easier to feel than in the heart of the old town. At the center of it all lies Council Square, known locally as Piața Sfatului, a wide cobblestone plaza surrounded by colorful Baroque and Saxon facades in shades of yellow, orange, and soft green. Cafes spill out onto the square each morning, chairs scraping gently against stone as owners set up for the day. Narrow alleys branch off unpredictably from the main square, leading toward hidden courtyards where laundry sometimes hangs between buildings, and where the noise of tourists fades quickly into something quieter and more residential. Rising above it all stands the Black Church, its dark stone silhouette dominating the skyline in a way that feels almost startling given the modest size of the city surrounding it. Footsteps echo differently here, stone streets carrying sound in a way that modern pavement never quite manages, each step feeling slightly amplified against centuries-old rock. By mid-morning, market stalls fill nearby streets with fresh vegetables, cheese, and flowers, vendors calling out to regular customers by name, the rhythm feeling far more local than touristic, despite Brasov's growing popularity with visitors. To understand what living here actually feels like, you have to watch how residents move through their own city. Elderly locals gather on benches near the square, exchanging quiet conversation with neighbors they have known for decades. University students and remote workers occupy corner tables in small cafes, laptops open, coffee cups slowly emptying over the course of an entire morning. Families move through outdoor markets with practiced efficiency, filling bags with produce for the week ahead. As evening approaches, locals reclaim the old town from daytime visitors, walking slowly along familiar streets, pausing to greet friends, allowing the pace of the city to soften considerably once the tour groups have moved on. Life here follows the seasons as much as the calendar, routines shifting gradually as the mountains change color above the rooftops. There is a balance in Brasov between welcoming visitors and preserving something genuinely local, a tension the city seems to manage more gracefully than many of its more famous European counterparts. If you're enjoying this journey through Brasov, take a moment to like the video, subscribe to discover the globe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next cinematic adventure. The Black Church remains the most powerful physical reminder of just how deep Brasov's history actually runs. Construction began in the 14th century, and the church earned its current name after a devastating fire in 1689 left its stone walls scorched and blackened, a mark that remains faintly visible even today. Standing inside, the scale feels almost disproportionate to the small medieval city surrounding it, soaring Gothic arches rising far overhead, ancient organ pipes lining one wall, a collection considered among the most significant in this part of Europe. The Transylvanian Saxons who built structures like this shaped far more than architecture. They established fortified guild towers around the city's perimeter, each one funded and defended by a specific trade guild, weavers, blacksmiths, rope makers, their names still attached to certain streets and towers today. Not far beyond Brasov, the mountain passes that once carried merchants and their goods between Western Europe and the Ottoman world remain visible in the landscape, quiet reminders of a trade network that once made this small city genuinely important on a continental scale. History in Brasov does not feel locked away behind velvet ropes. It appears in the uneven cobblestones beneath your feet, in the narrow gap of Strada Sforii, one of the narrowest streets in Europe, barely wide enough for two people to pass shoulder to shoulder. It appears in old stone archways still used daily by residents heading to work, history functioning less as spectacle and more as simple infrastructure, quietly present in the background of ordinary life. But history is only part of what shapes Brasov. The mountains surrounding it remain just as present, just as influential, in nearly everything residents do. Mount Tâmpa rises directly above the old town, its forested slopes so close that hiking trails begin just steps from the city's medieval walls. Locals walk these paths regularly, some heading up before work for the view, others simply for the quiet the forest offers only minutes from their front door. From the summit, the entire city spreads out below in miniature, red rooftops clustered tightly around the Black Church, mountains rising in every direction beyond the final edge of town. This proximity to wilderness brings genuine wildlife remarkably close to daily life. Brown bears remain relatively common in the forests surrounding Brasov, occasionally wandering close enough to residential areas that sightings appear regularly in local news and conversation alike. Deer and foxes move through the wooded slopes as well, their presence a quiet, constant reminder that civilization here exists in careful balance with genuine wilderness rather than having fully replaced it. Throughout the day, light shifts dramatically across these mountains, soft and golden in early morning, sharp and clear at midday, deepening into purple and blue as evening approaches, the entire city seeming to breathe in rhythm with the changing mountain light above it. Alongside this connection to nature, food remains central to daily life in Brasov, shaped heavily by both Romanian and Transylvanian tradition. Kovrigi, warm pretzel-like bread twists, are sold from small stands throughout the old town, their slightly salty crust perfect alongside a strong morning coffee. Papanasi, fried dough dumplings topped with sour cream and fruit preserves, remain a beloved dessert found in nearly every traditional restaurant. Sarmale, cabbage rolls filled with seasoned meat and rice, simmer slowly for hours, often served during family gatherings and colder months alike. Ciorba, a tangy, slightly sour soup unique to Romanian cuisine, appears in countless variations, vegetable, meat, or tripe, each recipe passed down through generations. Local cheeses and smoked meats from surrounding mountain villages fill market stalls, their flavors deeply tied to the specific pastures and forests where the animals grazed. Coffee culture runs deep here as well, small cups consumed slowly across long mountain mornings, steam rising gently in cold air, conversation stretching well beyond the time it actually takes to finish the drink itself. As the sun begins to lower each evening, Brasov transforms in ways that feel genuinely cinematic. Golden light spreads slowly across medieval walls, deepening the color of centuries-old stone into warm amber and rust. If rain has recently fallen, street lamps reflect softly against wet cobblestones, doubling their glow across the old square. Outdoor terraces fill with conversation as the temperature cools, laughter and clinking glasses drifting through narrow streets already growing quiet. The black church becomes illuminated after dark, its Gothic silhouette glowing warmly against a night sky, while beyond the rooftops, the mountains fade into deep, silent shadow, their presence felt more than seen. This is often the moment when Brasov feels most magical, once day visitors have returned to their hotels or departed entirely, leaving behind streets that belong once again to the people who actually call this city home. Brasov's personality shifts dramatically with each passing season, each version of the city feeling almost entirely distinct from the last. Spring arrives with flowering trees scattered throughout parks and courtyards, fresh mountain air carrying the scent of blossoms down from surrounding slopes. Summer brings long, warm evenings, the main square filled late into the night with outdoor dining and relaxed conversation. Autumn transforms the Carpathians into a sweeping wall of gold and deep red, visible from nearly every street in the old town, the air turning crisp and carrying the faint scent of wood smoke. Winter, however, is when Brasov becomes the fairy tale city most people picture, snow settling thick across rooftops, Christmas markets filling Council Square with warm lights, mulled wine, and the sound of carolers, the entire scene looking almost too perfect to be real. Given everything this city offers, it becomes easier to understand why so many people, after visiting briefly, begin quietly considering what it might feel like to stay permanently. The pace of life here remains genuinely slower, shaped by mountain air and walkable streets rather than rigid schedules. Nearly everything in the old town sits within easy walking distance, reducing dependence on cars and encouraging the kind of casual, repeated encounters that build genuine community over time. Neighbors remain known by name here, small gestures of familiarity exchanged daily between people who have shared these same streets for years. Compared with many Western European cities, the cost of living in Brasov remains considerably more affordable, allowing residents a quality of life that would be far harder to achieve elsewhere on the continent. Access to genuine wilderness sits just minutes from the city center, mountains offering hiking, quiet, and perspective without requiring any significant travel at all. But beyond these practical advantages lies something harder to quantify, a feeling that this city still carries genuine soul, memory, and continuity, qualities increasingly rare in a world that often values speed and convenience above nearly everything else. If this journey through Brasov made you want to wander its medieval streets yourself, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to discover the globe, and turn on notifications for more cinematic travel documentaries from around the world. The true luxury of Brasov was never grandeur or fame. It has always been the sound of church bells carried through mountain fog, the glow of lanterns on wet cobblestones, and the comforting feeling that some places still belong more to the people who live there than to the crowds who pass through them. Long after the photographs fade, many travelers remember Brasov not for a single landmark, but for the rare sensation of walking through a city where history, wilderness, and ordinary human life still exist in quiet harmony. Until our next adventure, keep discovering.